Is this a John Logie Baird, early television?
Well, one of the things that the MacKinnon Collection clearly articulates, and I think one of the things that Murray MacKinnon, when he amassed this collection, was very interested in, was the way that photography grew hand in hand with the Industrial Revolution. It's really part and parcel of the Industrial Revolution, both the spirit of it and the promise of it, as we saw in the Fourth Bridge, and in the the shipbuilding on the Clyde images, but also as we get into the 20th century, the way that it went hand in hand with other inventions that these days we can't imagine living without, like television. And John Logie Baird here was essentially the inventor of television. He's experimenting with something here in the years after his introduction of television. This was called noctovision, and I think used X-rays to transmit an image.
All right. Wow.
The idea was transmitting an image of somebody from complete darkness. So it's obviously something that didn't grab us in the way that television did, but it's good to know he kept at it.
I was trying to work it out. I mean, when I saw the caption that it was John Logie Baird, I thought, okay, is this an early form of television, a microphone, and what have you? It didn't quite make sense. Also, the posing is so strained. As the photographer is saying, right, no, move your hand a little higher. Just gonna look, lean forward a little bit. You're blocking that apparatus behind you. No, now you've kind of gone too far forward. And there's a bit of me thinks what he was probably really wanting was a little bit more gap around the head, rather than just to kind of create a little bit more space. But it didn't quite work, because if the guy standing wasn't quite there, then he would have blocked out the apparatus behind. So this is very much a kind of compromise, trying to get the photo he wants, and it's not quite where he wants it, but it's
put your hand on that bit. Why would I touch that bit at this moment?
But it's got that very kind of almost retro futuristic feel to it, with all these kind of tubes coming down, almost like Robbie the Robot from Lost in Space, the 1950s. Or it always reminds me of was it the 1920s Metropolis movie, the old black and white, again, futurism, but futurism from a century ago. Or the kind of is he sitting there ready to, like kind of H.G. Wells' time machine, just about to sort of launch into some kind of weird new futuristic invention, steampunk almost.